Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. So, I just found some leaky pipes. They were definitely in need of a plumber, and the pipes were just messed up, and I don't know what's happening with them. Like, the plumber must not have been in the building. We kind of need a new skin for it, you know what I'm saying? We might need one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Guys, so in today's news, we got Leaky Pipes, and the Leaky Pipes universe wanted me to let you know that that there's a new event coming, and it involves some kind of tavern cosmetic that might look like this, or maybe not. I don't know. But the real thing that's happening, that I don't give a fuck about the rest of this, but the real thing, Hell Demons are here. So yeah, for Hell Demons finally on global, baby. We getting global. I mean, this is a JP thing. I mean, that's a JP asset that may or may not have been mined from the JP data server. It's not a global asset, I swear. I've seen that before on the Japanese version. That's where I got it from, KW. And I'm pretty excited that Hell Demons might be coming. So these cosmetic upgrades, if you reason why they kind of are a prelude to Hell Demons, is because the only way you can get these on the Japanese version initially was to farm Hell version demons. And the thing that might be coming out really, really soon are the 3 heroes that are related to the Hell Demons, and they did come around the exact same time frame as Estarossa, Derriere, and of course Lost Maid Meliodas. And the 3 units I'm talking about are the Valentine's unit. And what they did is what I actually said they were going to do, and they started out with what's called a Fireworks Festival. So, Netmarble is putting out a Fireworks Festival check-in event, able to get Part 2 SSR tickets, and they're going to be coming out with a Firework Festival event. The Firework Festival event on the Japanese version was another, like, go-in event where you actually, like, just did the event, you farmed it, and you got your firework stuff, and it was really cool. But because they are branding it as a fireworks event, there might be the Valentine units that are now labeled, instead of Valentine units, the Summer Festival units or some bullshit like that. Whatever, I don't know. So they might come out with the new characters, Zaneri. We got the new what's his name? What's her name? Zaneri, Jenna, and Red Elaine. Might. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna go over them at the end of the video, what they are. But my prediction was they might have a summer festival banner that would be festival units. We don't have any leaky pipes for that. All we got is leaky pipes for is this and this, and maybe. I mean, that we don't have leaky pipes. What are you talking about? Leaky pipes are still. I would never have leaks. But basically, the summer check-in event, by the way, it's a daily login event. We're getting 5 tickets from the normal tickets, 1 SSR ticket, 1 SSR ticket, and Part 2 ticket at the very end. So very, very cool. At the end of 14 days, we're getting Part 2 ticket. And during the middle range of this, we're getting a total of, looks like 4 human, giant, and unknown tickets, and a total of 5 human, giant, and unknown tickets, and 5 goddess, demon, and fairy tickets. So that's really nice that you see those. Again, go ahead and burn away on your human, giant, and unknown tickets unless you want to save for Droll. Totally up to you. But the fairy ones, the demon ones, and goddess ones, I personally am saving for a long time just so I can save them for the characters I really want of the demon race. The Fire Festival event on the Japanese version was a very fun event, and I don't know if we have the original information for that. So I already have a full Hell Demon preparation guide that includes global teams with full timestamps and everything. So if you do need that, of course, link to that, of course, in the description below, or in the link over there if you do want to see it. It goes over every single demon that you can do, and you can do them on auto, actual play them, etc. The main difference with Hell Demons, of course, is that you are color locked. As you can see here, we're bringing a full green team for Grey Demon, we're bringing a full red team for the Crimson Demon, and finally a full blue team for the Red Demon. There are, of course, since you are color locked, you're going to have to build out some very interesting teams, and you cannot use red Gother every single time when you're doing a demon raid. Are they more difficult? Yes, they are very much more difficult, and the combat class requirement for each of these is going to be 300,000 total team combat class. So you're going to need at least 300,000 combat class on both your team and your friend's team combined. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go over cosmetic upgrades real quick so you guys can kind of see what they are and how they work if you haven't seen them before. So cosmetic upgrades are a very nice thing where you can actually go into any cosmetic that you do have and then hit the cosmetic upgrade button. This cosmetic upgrade button will then have these cosmetic upgrade materials here, which allow you to upgrade the cosmetic. You can then take an SSR piece like this one and then upgrade it all the way to UR, as you can see here. You'll get permanent stats. You can see it went from 154 defense all the way up to 174, and it's a permanent stat increase on those cosmetics. This is a really nice change for free-to-play players, allowing you to get different cosmetics for different characters. And let's go into this weapon cosmetic. You can see this weapon cosmetic, I have about 9 upgrade materials here. So because I do that, I'm going to go ahead and give 7 of those over to take this from 173 attack all the way to 180, and then upgrade the materials from here, and boom, it is now a UR cosmetic. Boom. And because of that, it's at UR, I can still upgrade it even further and max it out at 210, making this a very, very nice change for free-to-play players. So you do not need all UR cosmetics. You can actually use just SSR cosmetics and upgrade them to UR on the team that you really want to build out. For cosmetic upgrade materials, for headpieces right here, you get these out of the, I believe, Red Demon. The Red Demon one is for headpieces, and I believe the Gray Demon one is going to be for armor pieces. And finally, the weapon ones come from the Crimson Demon. So most of you guys are going to want to spend Crimsons, of course, because you want to get your max weapon cosmetics for the big damage. I totally understand. But, you know, a lot of different cosmetic upgrades are needed for a lot of these things. So make sure you get a well-rounded kit with lots of cosmetic upgrades. You can see it does cost a considerable amount of gold to do cosmetic upgrades, so please make sure you have lots and lots of gold farmed out so you can do this as well. But my whale homies out there, of course, if you do want to buy cosmetic upgrade materials, you can get a total of 30 of each of them, which is basically one SSR piece getting about halfway done, or one UR piece fully done, for 30 cosmetic upgrades each for each of them for $24, and you get a total of 3 UR chests along with it. Is it a good deal? Maybe, kinda, I don't know. There is also a cosmetic upgrade that you can get every single day. There might be a daily sale, and one of these daily sales, of course, besides being the horns, wings, and ears, the SSR pendants, etc., they can be for $4 for one of the kinds of cosmetic upgrades, for either an attack piece, an armor piece, or a head piece, depending on what the day. And it also comes with gold. It costs $4, so if you do want to buy those, you can buy them, and you don't have to farm them out. Well, that's why they call it Big Whalen. All right, so first of the 3 units that we're talking about today is going to be Jenna. And Jenna is going to be the druid that was in the one chapter, like chapter 8 or something like that. And she does 135 damage to all enemies on her AoE attack, inflicts 150% attack on her second ability, and infects all enemies for 1 turn. And then finally, on the highest rank of this ability, is going to infect all enemies for 3 turns. Infect, of course, is the ability that prevents all recovery-related abilities from healing, not actually from being used. So it's really good on PvE situations. The second ability for Jenna is going to be a cancel stance ability. It's the only one of its kind in the game where you're able to cancel stances on the rank 1 of this ability, doing a cancel stance in 180% attack on rank 1, 300% on rank 2, and finally it's going to do 500% on rank 3. And Jenna has a passive ability that's basically going to be very, very nice for her kit. Jenna is going to be, this unit has can only receive 1 debuff effect. And when this unit has a debuff effect, it's going to increase her own attack by 20%. It's a very, very good unit for the Red Demon, which she is actually the primary unit for. As for Hell Red Demon, she is one of the primo units to be using for that content. And because she is a primo unit for the Hell Red Demon, she actually gives extra cosmetic upgrade materials. Cosmetic upgrade materials, of course, are really good for you, and that's why she's really good for this content. Of course, she inflicts a break on her main ability for her ultimate. Break is an ability that does double damage versus stances and starts at 560% and goes all the way to 840%. Next on the list, we're going to have the brand new Red Elaine. And Red Elaine, if you did not know, is the best support for Red Derriere. Our first ability is going to do 240% attack on 1 single target, and then of course she has an Escanor Ikima style ability, giving her 300% attack and the ulti gauge increased by 1 on the rank 2 ability. On the rank 3, it's going to do of course 500%, and of course give you 2 ultimate gauge. The second ability for her is going to be the exact same thing as Benny Maru, and where he does the area effect defense related stats down by 20%. Now, why? The other thing she does is max goes up to 30%, and then then 40% at max rank. It starts at 2 and then goes to 3 turns at max rank. The passive ability, sorry, the ultimate ability for this Elaine is going to be the same as the green Elaine, where it's going to cancel buffs and stances against one enemy and do 490% attack and then stun them for 1 turn. It goes all the way up to 735% at max. But the reason this character is the best supporting unit in the entire game for the red Derriere unit is because of her amazing, amazing passive. And the reason her passive is so amazing is that she is going to boost all status-related buffs by 1.5 times in deathmatch. So if you are going to be using the red Elaine in a deathmatch, she will then boost all buffs by 1.5 times. And Derriere is a character that gives herself a bunch of different buffs over time, so that makes it so that if you're using the red Derriere, you get like say 10 buffs on your character. Instead of giving 10% attack per buff, it's getting 15% attack per buff. So instead of 100% increased attack, she has now 150% increased attack. She gives herself a 50% attack buff. No, now she gives herself a 75% attack increased attack buff. So this is why this character is the primo unit for that. She's also the character in Crimson Demon that will give you extra cosmetic upgrade. So you can see it. Next on the list, we're going to have, of course, Green Druid Zaneri. And Zaneri is the coolest unit of the batch, in my opinion. She is going to do 180% attack against one enemy and disable ultimate move gauge for 1 turn. Very, very interesting character for a green character, but not really a great character in general. She's going to disable, again, at 270% for the 2nd turn. And, of course, on the final rank of this character, it's going to inflict damage equal to 450% attack against one enemy and disable ultimate gauge move for 2 turns. Her healing ability for the 2nd ability is the exact same thing as the Blue King heal. It's going to cleanse all debuffs from all allies. It's going to give you the 30% increase missing HP heal from the 2nd ability, as well as the cleanse as well. And then finally, it's going to do 50% of missing HP and cleanse as well. Her ultimate ability is actually a unique ability that no one else has in the game. It's going to create a barrier against all allies equal to 380% of their attack and of her attack, and increase HP related stats by 25%. You can see the buffs on her that are giving her the Escanor style buff is for 25% increased HP, but it goes from 380% shield all the way up to 530% shield. If you want to know the max rank shield on Merlin, it's actually 375% and a gold shield. So an ultimate from Zaneri is the same as a gold shield from Merlin. So the passive ability for this character is going to feel the hero's ultimate move gauge by 1 orb when this hero removes a debuff on allies. So if she uses her cleanse ability on any ally that removes a debuff, she is going to gain 1 ultimate gauge orb. I think the maximum is 1. I have not seen her get multiple in 1 turn, but it could be more. We'll see. Overall, she is the character in the game that provides the extra cosmetic upgrade rewards for the Grey Demon. And this is a really long ultimate animation. The other thing about her ultimate ability that I didn't go over yet is that her ultimate buff is actually an impermanent shield. It never goes away. The only time that it goes away, the health buff goes away, and the only time that the shield goes away is if the shield is broken. So if you are looking to do some really funny, cheesy things, and they don't have a cleanser, you can actually get a ridiculously large shield on your team, and they cannot remove the shield ever without a cleanser. It never falls off, and it's up forever, so that's really interesting. Also, the nice thing about it, since it increases HP-related stats, it's also going to be very, very fun for anybody who's using Lifesteal. So if you want to use Lifesteal, you want to heal all the way back up to 4, very, very interesting teams you can use, and it would enable a bunch of different teams in PvP. I think the characters that would utilize this character the most would be characters that really benefit from pushing out other teams' ultimates, or characters that really wanted to use anti-pressure at enemy teams. Unfortunately, though, Zaneri doesn't have like the best subsets in the world with very low pierce rate, but really high crit chance, as well as really low crit resistance and crit defense. Alright guys, well, my name is Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Of course, if you did, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff. Let me know guys what you think about the Hell Demons coming out, if you need teams for it, etc. If you do, of course, go to that video that I mentioned in here about Hell Demons and what you can do there. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, guys. Peace.